queen and a baby girl. It was all a dream, now it seems like I had a world. I'm not really seen on the scene, but I like it like that. Only if for green, then I leave with a bag full of cash. Long nights, longer roads, I just go with the flow. Head up when I'm low, yeah, you know how it goes. Got the hustle in my veins, every battle I'm drawn. Turn my struggles into strengths, always answer those calls. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, I'm moving too legit. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, nah, I could never quit. I still give my all to life, nothing less. Started at the bottom, had some problems, still have no regrets. Sitting at the top, you didn't notice yet. Moving around in silence, try to hide it till it's obvious. I don't like to talk about none till it's said and done. I don't really like to have fun like what you think is fun. I just really like what I like, and that's all I know. I was on a strike for my life, it's the rodeo. Games lost and had some games won too. Long as I'm shooting 50-50, I'ma make my way through. Don't play around unless I'm playing round two. Only one shot for it all in life, it ain't no round twos. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, I'm moving too legit. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, nah, I could never quit. I still give my all to life, nothing less. Started at the bottom, had some problems, still had no regrets. Sitting at the top, you didn't notice yet. Moving around in silence, try to hide it till it's obvious. I swear my last time won't be my last time. I was never winning on the front, I like the back nine. I live in the moment, not the past time. Sorry for my sin and never tripping about my past life. Whatever passes past, paint with a grain of salt. With every win is lost, put on a smile and laugh. Can't ever pack a bag, I'm going back to back. I'm home and gone so fast, it's like I'm playing tag. Use my 24, my heart like 24. Got that mental up, I'm built up for the war. Would say I'm doing road, but really I soar. Almost gave it up, and now I want more. Plan B, I ripped it up when I was on the ledge. I was holding on for hope, I only had a thread. Rose up when they fell, I'm standing when they said. This ain't no game or show, my life is not a script. Now it's all work, no play. Put in my time, it's over, filling my cup. All night, all day. Around the clock and I won't never catch up. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, I'm moving too legit. All gas, no brakes, all work, no play. All night, all day, nah, I could never quit. I still give my all to life, nothing less. Started at the bottom, had some problems, still had no regrets. Sitting at the top, you didn't notice yet. Moving around in silence, try to hide it till it's obvious.
Yo, what's up? How is everybody doing on this superbly Super Tuesday? Today we are playing some Satisfactory again. We haven't played since last Tuesday, but we're gonna get on a pretty good little tear with it. At least, a few days a week, see how everything goes. But from the last time we played, we are starting over. We are starting from scratch because I don't really like where we left off, and I don't really play in the Doom Desert. So we're gonna start a fresh save here. We're gonna change a few things up. You kind of just roll with it. But so we're going to just get this stuff started. We're going to get into the settings and all that. So we're not going to do the intro. We're going to completely skip that. We are going to turn creative mode on, just so we can use that when we build, as we build later factories, at least until 1.2 comes out. I have played vanilla a great many times, and well, quite frankly, I don't feel like building big factories anymore with very large builds with no flying. Anyway, game modes. So kind of like what we did last time, we are going to do Man, I can't really decide here. Not gonna lie. Just because it takes so long to get out of that first phase, I really don't know if I want to start at 100x. I think we may go into Satisfactory Modeler and change it after we get out of that initial phase or two, just because I'm it takes so long. 5,000 smart plates right off rip with all the other beginning stuff, just that initial grind. Just think we're going to speed up progression, so I think we're not going to go base. So I think what we're going to do is go 10x to initially start out. Then we'll go into the Satisfactory Modeler and we will ramp it up from there. We will be going up to 100x for sure. I think at least the initial phase 1, phase 2, I think we'll go 10x and kind of do that. We are going to change the recipe cost. So I see a lot of mixed opinions on changing this, some good, some bad. Me personally, I feel like if you stay base, then you're not really changing anything, right? You appreciate the follow, Millie. However, I do believe if you reduce this, yes, it takes less to make certain parts. But I do also feel like it makes you build a lot more. You got to do a lot more. I think we're gonna go half cost. I think we're just gonna try it out, see what half cost does. We're gonna keep power consumption the same, just because we are gonna be basically building double machines. So I feel like half, we're just keep it base power. So last time we went fossil fuel rich, I really can't decide on this one. I don't know. It's such a hard one. So I know we're not going to stay default, but I have considered, going like say random. Fossil fuel rich gives you, of course, the oil, coal, and sulfur ratio. So that could be really good for power. But I don't know. I feel like if we were doing like times 2 power, then sure, definitely might go that, just because you could have an absolute insane old power build, which would make a lot of sense. I don't know, and it's hard to say. So for now, we're gonna set on that one. We are gonna go all pure. Man, I don't know. It's a tough one. Like there's so many advantages to going with one of the other ones, but keeping it base just keeps it equalized to what we already know in Satisfactory for those who have played it. So, yeah, so we're just going to go random. We're going to randomize the nodes on all pure, half power, or half cost. And like I said, as we get past the first 2 phases, just to make the mid-game, in-game much more difficult, I think we're going to go into the Satisfactory tools, and we will change the, times 10 to times 100, go up to 100x. For anybody who wants to see the seed, that's the seed that it currently gives us. And yeah, I say we just jump right into this. Let's do it. Man. I took a pretty good little break from Satisfactory, but we do have the official 1.2 release date coming up. It is June 2nd. So, now I think it's time to ramp up our playthrough and just kind of roll with it. Something else we will be doing in the Satisfactory tools
Potential
is we will probably go up our inventory
Eating
size.
it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not
just because
generate
we will
enough
be
data for
doing some
Fixit to
insanely
make an
large
informed
builds,
decision.
and yes, dimensional
Store this
depots are
potential resource for
quite
later
amazing,
use.
but we will just likely up it, at least until we can start to add a few quality of life mods, in my opinion. I think having that extra space would be there. Probably move it up, double current size, maybe a little more. Who knows? I think how we're going to start this off is we're going to see where our initial spawn nodes are. See like what we have here. So now, like, you know, Rocky Desert's pretty insane early on in the base game. So, yeah. Ooh, it's a power slug. We do. Creatures are set to arcane. I actually need to go change
This
that so we
semi-slug
can
species seems to persist entirely
fight
through
some
absorbing and storing
creatures at
energy
some
from its
point.
surroundings.
I don't know. It's
Studying
another
this
one of
could
those that
provide
I've
new
done
methods
it
for
so many
improving
times
fixed
that I
production
just
line
kind
efficiency.
of roll with it.
Store
Like,
this potential resource for later use.
certain point, once you hit a certain hour mark in this game, you're just like, what do we care about fighting these creatures? Like, that's not what Satisfactory is about, in my opinion. Alright, so our initial start point, looks like we do have a copper, we have a iron there, which is definitely a really good start. Looks like we have sulfur and a coal, so okay. So we can get a little juicy with that. Easy weapons. Looks like we have another copper. Let's go looking down here. I'm hoping we have at least some of each. Like maybe a caterium around here, a quartz around here. Just to make my life easy. Let's go. So, alright, looks like that is bauxite. That don't really help us quite yet, but at the end of the day, it looks like we actually have what we need here already. So it's not really that big of a deal that bauxite is there. We are gonna take a run up the mountain here. Oh, there's a limestone, so easy concrete, easy concrete. Slide jump. Slide jump. Sorry, man. If you just keep spamming that over and over, bro, you start moving so fast, it's crazy. Can't do it up the hill, though. Let's see what is exactly up here. So it looks like, oh, there's at least a quartz. Okay, okay. Another limestone. Another limestone, and a coal. Ooh. Well, I tell you, concrete, it's not going to be a problem. Or encased beams if we decide to do that in this area as well. See how it goes. And another coal. And we'll look over the hill. So it looks like we do have a SAM node. That's good at least. Another limestone. Looks like another copper. And I think that's a quartz out there. But really need one quartz right now. So it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some of this started. Power through this initial stuff real quick. Oop, gonna take damage. Oh, shit. This is gonna hurt. Oh! So how is everyone today? For me, it's been a long night. Both of my little boys are sick. Seems like everybody in my house is actually getting sick. So I was up extremely late because I was initially planning to stream this morning. But what's up with one of my kids until like 6 a.m. So, so for now, we'll stick this. So grab logistics first. So to kind of help us speed through this, we're gonna go grab a couple hard drives real quick. Did you stream on Kick? Let's grab this hard drive. Yeah, this early loot, man, really helps. Helps you kind of speed through this stuff really quick.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Preserve the remains for later study. Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually
That is our
obliged to
first
preserve and
mini
secure
hard
any
drives
recovered
we
hard
will
drives
need.
for future analysis, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone.
Like the game sounds are up quite high. I'll turn those down a little bit. Holy smokes. Not as much worried about the hard drives quite yet. We'll grab the ones we can get. We're more worried about the loot that is around the hard drives. Let's go this way. Can't quite get up there yet. So, see if we can get this Mercer Spear. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's just get rid of this. Just one of many Mercer Spears. The
The
shinies,
astrobiologist
the
Dr.
shinies.
D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
Couple hard drives over here. Go grab these real quick, or at least the loot that we're looking for over here. Mercer Spear.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Just keep jumping, just keep jumping. Non-stop spam jumping around the map. Alright. Another hard drive up here. Can't get that slug yet. A lot of our exploration adventures, not gonna lie, will probably be done off stream just because, and it's so time consuming to fully just run the map. So like there will probably end up being a stream that, yeah, we're doing some stuff and then come back and there like be very few slugs left together on the map. Don't exactly need any of this shit, but that's whatever. Let's go ahead and grab it. We're here. Another easy hard drive to get though. Don't cost us anything, so that's always good. Ow. Why you hit me for? Yeah, I seen a video the other day. I think it was Drawing Chaos that literally started his playthrough taking his hub and gathered like an absolute insane amount of the hard drives and stuff. Just take it and like he would pull out his hub and he'd spam it up there and he would just kill himself. And he has basically made like one little simple depot station. It's like insanely clever, to be fair. Hadn't ever really just really thought about doing anything like that. Can't get that one yet. Can't get that one yet. There's another hard drive back there. Pretty sure. Well. Guess this one we can get some easy tickets, so we are going to, let's see here. Man, we really don't have nothing we want to drop. Crap. Really would like to get these computers. We'll just have to run back over, it's fine. So we gotta go depot. This is what I'm talking about, like the expanded space. Like I get it. If you're brand new to the game, you should never really just try or play modded much. Like I think everybody should play base game once. Play vanilla at least your first playthrough. But once you get some hours into the game and you've played through it, you've done all the things, like feel free to adventure. You know, not all mods are for the purpose to, I guess you could say, easy mode the game. You know, there are a lot of mods out there, not necessarily a lot, but a few mods out there that really do just help quality of life, in my opinion. I think generally use like 3 or 4 mods total. Sky UI, just basically for like videos and stuff like that. And then just like when you're building, simply because you can make it daylight. You can also have an adverse effect on that as well. Like you can have a lot of fun. Say you are playing completely base. Animals are not set, friendly, so to speak. And you want to go into spider area at nighttime. Well, just go set it to permadark. And screw you, rock. Then at which point, you got tons and tons of spiders in the nighttime. And things can get scary real quick. But yeah, Sky UI, I like the infinite zoop. I feel like zooping 10 at a time. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not bad by any means, but infinite zoop just comes in handy when you're building a lot. You want to lay down a quick platform, boom. Lay down a quick platform. I also like to use the infinite dismantle. That's because I've only been able to do 50 at a time. It's quite annoying. So yeah, I might generally use that mod as well. And then I do use Curve Builder. I think, like, we have straight mode, we have all these other modes. Like, I just feel like us having a way to naturally build curves should already be in the game. So I do use that mod as well. But outside of basically like those 3 or 4 mods, I don't really use anything else. Just, in my opinion, more quality of life stuff more than anything. Yeah. Personal preference, really. But I feel like it's for everybody. Should be everybody's personal preference on like what mods they use, if they even use mods. That's not the end of the day if you do. Throw that stuff in there. Stuff we're not going to be able to use anytime soon. Excuse me. And let's see here. Do that. Still didn't manage to get enough of wire, unfortunately. I don't really want to just outright bore too much. I don't really want to handcraft too much, but I feel like we're going to have to. It's either that, or we just run around the map gathering as many hard drives as we can. So I think we'll just do a little bit of handcrafting for the moment. Grab a little iron. Let's go ahead and just handcraft our way all the way through at least these early tiers. We'll get like a simple smelter setup or a constructor setup just to make the parts that we need. We'll definitely probably build our first power network pretty quickly. As soon as we get stuff opened up to where we can get solid biofuel. Probably go ahead and start cooking up some just biomass pretty quickly as well. Stick that and that. Worried about running back to that. This stuff real quick. Yeah, this is about the most boring part of it, for sure. Uh, Hey, what? We might turn some music going here in a minute. Turn some music going for a little bit of geoing. Do, do, do. Alright, well, while we're doing this, go ahead and take it all the way. Try to make as much as we can. Least amount of time we have to spend doing this, or at least coming back and doing it over and over. Hopefully being on 10x initially will just make this go so much faster. We can get more into the building phase of the game. The actual automation stuff, not this simple automation. Alright, as soon as it's done, we'll make wire, then we'll have logistics done. Just get logistics out of the way so we can start to grind towards our next thing. Man, I hate handcrafting. Hate handcrafting. It is very much boring. For as boring it is for me, I can only imagine what it's like to sit here and watch somebody handcraft. Almost like the viewers be like, hey, yo, just skip through all this stuff, right? I want to see you do all this. Get into the good stuff. Like, yep. Let me get into the good stuff. Let's get into some more productive stuff, I guess what you should say. But hey, gotta start somewhere, right? Gotta do the basics before you can do all the advanced stuff. Before you have fun, you gotta put in a little effort, a little bit of work. But on a good note, just for a little bit of later in the week shenanigans, we are going to go play Subnautica 2 again. Yep, our Mon and Winds trio did not get to play with us this past week. So he should be good to go by Thursday, so I think we're going to make another run at it. I do know there were several things that Wind and I didn't get to finish or didn't really get to. We may have focused on the story part of things a little more than we should have, or they call it story, just mission objectives a little more than we should have. We didn't really just outright get into the building, or we explored and had some fun, but we didn't really find all the things to find. We actually didn't get all the buildables unlocked. And then we maybe played like 9 hours before we realized that we had already completed the last objective that was currently in the game. So we are going to be making another run at it for sure. I don't know. She definitely probably won't be with us this time around. So it'll probably be me and another one of my buddies that you will frequently see in streams. We do a lot of gaming together, so. But yeah, that is on the agenda for later in the week. Probably Thursday. Probably almost about the same schedule as last week was. We'll probably play Satisfactory today. Instead, we won't have Planet Crafter tomorrow. We'll probably just play Satisfactory again tomorrow. We'll likely be streaming at 9 in the morning, which is our normal slot for Tuesday, Wednesdays. And then back to the afternoon stuff in the later week. But yeah, that's the later week. But for now, we are in Satisfactory, so we will roll with this. We got some big plans to accomplish some quite large builds in this. Like, I don't really know 100% objectives. I haven't just like absolutely planned out everything, just because early game does take a little bit. And we'll do a lot of the planning here, probably on stream. You know, I know since we're
Milestone
deciding to
reached.
do early game the way we
Conveyor belts
are,
can now merge, split, and lift
we
to save
will,
space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to
be
consider
definitely
investing
doing
in
stuff a little bit
verticality
different.
when it comes to factory
We won't
logistics.
need as big
If
of
you feel
factories
stressed
early
by
on,
this
but
complexity,
that being
imagine
said,
yourself
when
on
we
the shore of a
move
vast and calm ocean.
to
Breathe in, visualize
100x,
all
we're
the
still
people
going to
relying
need
on
these
you.
base
The sea is
parts
made of billions
on
of
a
faces,
much larger
each
scale.
staring at you with hope and tears
So
in
we
their
will still be
eyes.
building the factories
Breathe out,
to make these
feel
parts.
refreshed and focused on
A
your
lot of
duties.
them, we just won't need to use as many early game. And when we're doing the half parts cost, it also isn't unrealistic to put most things into one big factory. just basically say right here, say we pulled all the resources from the area and we built a giant factory that will allow us to put all of it in there. So say, for instance, we have an objective to do 15 assemblers each for smart plates, versatile framework, and automated wiring. All those parts are used in next phases. So like take phase 3, for instance, when you get into the modular engines and those items, you still have to have those initial parts in those recipes to make those. So those parts will always be needed. Some concrete. That's doing that. So make iron. So yeah, I do think the main objective, right? And the initial start that we had that we're basically redoing, our main objective, I know every node on the map is pure, right? So realistically, I don't know if we can use every resource, but the main objective is to use every resource on the map. That is the main objective. So, which is a larger part why we decided not to go like fossil fuel rich, right? Because I don't think there's any way possible to use 50, 60 plus old nodes. Because like I had one spawn that I did in an initial 1.2 playthrough that I messed around with. I had like 64 old nodes, crude nodes. I'm like I don't know if it's possible to use that many. Sure, like you could overproduce and not even come close to needing those items, but I just felt like that was too much. And then I think there was like 100 coal nodes. Like, yeah, I mean, I know late game, like not particle accelerators, but the quantum, one of the late parts that make the dark matter stuff, like you can turn other resources into things that you want. But yeah, now 100 coal nodes is a bit much. Maybe early game or something if you're, 100x with times 5 power and you just need the coal and power is the general issue, sure, but the thing about the 5x power is, and even anytime you raise the power up, you still got to account for the consumption of running a power plant. So if, a power plant initially would take 2,000 power, you're talking about 2 times is 4,000. So if you're producing 6,000, well, you're only really producing 2. So that's why we decided not to go 2x for sure. But a good rule of thumb and some good advice is just when you're picking what you want to do, plan it out. Or not really, you don't have to make like a full-blown playthrough plan, right? Plan out, like, seriously think about like what you're doing and what the repercussions of how you pick these game modes, because some is definitely harder than others for sure. Like, I mean, you can really change the trajectory of a playthrough quickly. 5x power, it's a bit much for me. I don't know if I'd ever want to just outright fight that fight. Honestly, like I just feel like that's doing too much. It's not worth it. 2x, yes, 2x I could 100% get behind. Yes, it definitely changes the outcome of things, but I don't think it's gonna like just make it so hard that it's unbelievably not doable. That I will say. But hey, man, some of these crazy people out there doing it, so more power to them is all I could say. I most certainly, I don't have a problem putting in 1,000 hours in a save, but I don't want to put 5,000 in one save just trying to beat the game. If I feel like at some point, like you're going to burn out. in some of these insanity type save 100x, you know, space elevator and 5x power, and man, this is too much. Burnout would be real halfway through your save. At least for me. I don't even, man, I don't even know if I'll make it halfway. I think if I was still barely into phase 3, you know, 150 hours into the save, like, I think I would be like, man, this is crazy. This is too much. Definitely be a lot. I don't know. I said, I don't ever think I'll ever do 5x. I think I'll definitely probably do a save at some point to where there's 2x power, no doubt. 5x is a little much for me. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this either way. We'll get everything planned out as we progress through this initial stuff, and you know, get our factories built, get into some crazy madness. Anytime, in my opinion, you're running all pure and your objective is to use every node on the map, like, come on. I don't know how many content creators that I personally keep up with that I've seen use every node on the map. I've only actually really seen like 1 or 2 do it effectively and actually fully play and beat the game. And they're not even actually done yet from their initial 1.0 saves. So, take that shit for what you will. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this here. Because I want to get concrete in some form cooking. Wait, since we did switch to this. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I G-haul with that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. That. Definitely makes the ratio for this a little bit better. Oh shit. Oh, forgot we don't have daisy chain open yet, so don't want to do that. Let's throw this right here. That. Alright, so let's instead of doing just grass or wood, we're going to go ahead and just make some easy biomass real quick. Oh, we're full. Nice. Holy hell. Oh, inventory space for the win, bro. Inventory space. Alright. Some quick concrete automating. Now that we're about to at least get into building us a small platform to put some stuff on. One. Just the middle one here. Just do that for now. That. Put us a little chest out here. Concrete needs done. Oh. Alright, that is done. Base building.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory
So we're
organization.
going to do this.
Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to
Wire,
manage
more
placement of any
concrete,
structure.
and screws.
In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall,
Which is
be
fine.
reassured
Got concrete
that
done.
memories of beloved
We will
humans and or
hand make
animals would have only been distractions from your
screws.
important mission.
So what we'll do is we'll go grab our monitors over here. Yeah, we already picked those up. Never mind. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead. Throw down this. So I'm gonna face it this way, I believe. Pick it back up later. Actually, wait. Before we do this, I want to go ahead and get a little bit of a platform of where I want to probably start kind of a starter build out here, put down. No, I don't actually. I really don't. I think we are going to just make it through phase 1 with just random builds. Hell, the starter base. Who needs a legit glorified starter base, right? Get better belts, then we will go from there. So don't really care about this coal node quite yet. Apparently we should though. That's fine. We will just do this. Go down to that. Throw some biomass up in that piece. And we will set these to make iron. Go ahead and stop all this handcrafting shenanigans. Let's fix our hotbars real quick because this is gonna matter. That. Power. Do that. For now, we will throw this there. So. We might set our biomass power plant over this way once we get to that point. Seems I forgot to hook up the power. It does in the power. Constructors. Let's go here. And here. And that rock's in the damn way. There. Plates. Rods. Oh, 20. That's insane, actually. If we can attach that, maybe. There we go. And of course not. Brick. Takes 20, this takes 15. Can expand on this afterwards. You know what? We're gonna go ahead. Move this real quick. Just do it that way. Alright. Connect the power to that. Should be good. That way. Then run a splitter here. Just momentarily run over that. We will. Don't think we're going to need to go much farther than that on the initial build. We just get us cooking there. Now let's go run our resources over, shall we? That will let us get both of the base items being made. This. Then we can add one of each on each side. 40, yeah, once we get the 120 belts, we can add a little bit and be able to kind of expand it a little more. Alright, let's go do the same thing to get some wire and cable being made. Basically pretty much the same concept for the most part. Can do the same thing actually. I'll kind of put this over here a little bit. It's because it's all going to get picked up anyway. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Still works out. What is this? Oh, nice. So yeah, can do another. Oh, we're missing cable. Oh no. We're missing cable. Fight me. Make a little bit of cable real quick. Super quick. Crap. Go grab some plates. Go ahead and grab those two. No, we're gonna need them soon. Gonna need them soon. We will merge these two together. Actually, wait, we'll do it like this. Yeah. I'll do it straight. Go with it. Merge these two together. Should be 60. Another constructor. Cable. Oh, wait. We can actually have double cable making. Almost forget it already. See, vanilla kind of just like vanilla based game kind of runs through you. Get you all mixed up real quick. But because we're doing the half parts cost with the game modes, can now do it like that. Definitely gonna need a few biomass burners for this one. Holy smokes. Of course, router plates again. It's all good. We got them automated. Not cooking up a lot, but are cooking. Alright. We never actually hooked this up to power either. Well, let's fix that. Gotta handcraft again. Handcraft. Sure, handcrafting. That. We'll go ahead and do this. This one. The hell? Don't do that. Two should be more than enough for now. There. There. Alright. And that should, my friends, once we connect this to this. Now we got just cable and wire being made. Yeah, I guess we need to combine these two. And put this stuff in a container. For fuck's sakes. There. Build us a container. There. And merge these two together. There. These two. And we're out of plates again. Early game shenanigans. Much appreciated. How are you doing today, Mr. Noli? Alright, I guess the base part's done. Guess we probably should do the same thing over here. That's good, that's good, that's good. Oh yeah. Such an amazing game. Thoroughly enjoy it. Just really hate the early game. So we're just trying to power through it as fast as we can. Not really looking for efficiency quite right now. It's because there's so much to enjoy in the late game. It's such a special game to me. You know, I think anything that I put 5,000 hours into at this point, man, say not the most creatively gifted person when it comes to the building in this game, but I am creative enough that come up with some pretty cool stuff. Every builder is a little bit different, but you have to love the game to continue to play the game. Yeah, when I first started playing, I typically kind of did the same thing. Like I would almost get to the end of early game, and like sometimes I would make it to old, you know, get into the crude phase, and then like I would want to just start over, start from scratch. So like I found myself building a motor factory and encased beams factory and all the different little things. Yeah, basically the same. Exactly what you're saying right there. And if you really think about it, man, like it's one of those to where that right there even though it's early game, can take as much time as just trying to continue. Like, I mean, yeah, of course, when you get past the early game and building all those small factories, I mean, you're talking hundreds of hours later. Like, you're going to put into building late game factories, mid game factories. But man, those small early game factories, like the detail, can take you a ton of time by itself. Nice, nice. I gotcha. You'll get there though. You'll definitely get there. One of these times you'll restart and you'll hit that same point and you're like, okay, well, let's try this one. Let's do this. And then you'll just start building that next factory. And then hey, you might get stuck on that spot too. But you know, with every time you do it, you're gonna get a little better. A little better. I have a buddy of mine that I've tried to convince to actually play this game more than an hour, hour and a half at a time. And like I tell him all the time, I'm like, hey bro, you don't give this game a fair chance because you know you're gonna absolutely fall in love with it and just get stuck grinding for hundreds of hours. Like I know it, like I know him too well as a person. And that's what this game can do to you quickly. Very quickly. Oh, for sure. Yep. I think that's a lot of what I'm doing with this playthrough is you know, a lot of your content creators out there doing the 100x, the 5x power and all the other stuff, which is all amazing. Man, anybody that's doing 5x power and 100x space elevator parts at the same time, bro, more props to you. You have my praise. That's all I can say. But I think that's a lot of the reason why I went half parts cost this time was to basically force myself to scale up factories insanely. Like, I mean, we're talking about let's just get encased beams, right? I mean, you're probably talking about 32, to fully be fully efficient. Probably talking about 32 constructors for concrete. Like, I mean, that's a lot of constructors. And probably what? Between 8 and 16 assemblers? Like, man, bro. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's... Man, I don't know. 100x, I'm 100% going to do. Like, this save here will technically be a 100x save. So, just a quick tip to Satisfactory tools. If you do want to start your base game lower, which is what we're doing, we're starting on 10x lower, you can go input your save, you just upload your save to Satisfactory tools, and you can change it and go change specific. You can't change everything. You can't change your nodes or any of that, but you can change, like your creative mode and your game modes. So if you want to go from 10x to 100x after you get past phase 2, there you go. And for me, the mid to late game stuff for late game especially, I mean, think about 100x nuclear pasta. Like, that shit seems so intriguing to me with the size of factory just for nuclear pasta alone that I'm gonna have to build, bro. I'm so excited for that. So excited. Like, I mean, I'm talking about like, oh yeah, oh yeah. But you gotta think, we're playing half parts cost, so yes, it's still 2 a minute, right? But, bro, like, I don't know. I mean, particle accelerators can you put down to make nuclear pasta? 200? Think about the power plant alone that I'm gonna have to build, or power plants, because there'll probably be a couple. But like, it's gonna be fun. A lot of fun. It's gonna take a lot of time. So there, like, I will stream a lot, but there will be a lot of off-stream stuff that happens just because, if I can't stream this game 1,000 hours, right? Like there's gonna be, I'll cut out a lot of the unimportant stuff like gathering slugs and hard drives and all that madness, and we'll try to focus on while on stream the building and rail lines and all that stuff. Won't catch it all most likely, because I mean I know I've sunk 150, 200 hours into one build, before. So, and we do play other games on this channel. Love Satisfactory, but we do play other things. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hope you stick around. I stream basically 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday. Um, right now Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday are my dedicated Satisfactory days. That's probably pretty much play Satisfactory every week on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll probably add some days, here and there, but we'll definitely be doing some other games some other days. A lot of the same genre. Like we're gonna play Subnautica 2 again later on in the week. It's a large in part, kind of same thing. It's not automation, but it is base building at the end of the day. All right, let's grab some cable. Oh. I should have more than enough concrete over here. This has been overcooking for a minute, so. Oh yeah. Jeez. We are cooking. Let's make some screws. I just love to play games at the end of the day. Don't really matter what it is. I like to have fun and play games. I'm just fortunate enough that I can get on here and stream and share my experience with other people. Always wanted to do it, just never just outright did it. And now we are, so. And now we can easy mode. Biomass.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month?
Instead of wasting this limestone, we'll go ahead and convert this in this coal
Explore
real
and
quick.
exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency.
For
This
sure,
isn't
for
just
sure.
fun, it's contractually mandated.
Fun. Yeah, we almost passed this. The only reason why I'm doing this because don't really feel like wasting the limestone or the copper. Let's just dump that. Go ahead and make these copper ingots, and then we'll just turn it into some wire, and we'll be done with handcrafting. Mostly. We'll probably have to handcraft something, because it'll be real. 100% we'll probably have to make some reinforced iron plates here in a minute. For sure, for sure. Yeah, how many coal generators you have going? Oh, freighter reentry. Okay, okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I think the most coal gens I think I've ever probably put down has probably been around 48, somewhere around there. I typically hit that phase and then like fly past it really fast. So like I mean I've entirely skipped coal power a time or two in a couple playthroughs. Like I'll just, especially since we've been able to automate since 1.0, been able to automate the biomass burners. I'll put down like a ton of biomass burners, build a huge plant, produce like 4 or 5,000 powers of biomass, and then throw in, you know, summer sloops, augmenter, whatever, down just to kind of expand that power. And then I'll get to Geo. And then when I want to boot up my first crude plant, I'll just use Geos to boost it up, shut everything down, and just pretty much go from there. Like I've entirely skipped coal many a times at this point. Oh yeah. Not that I don't like building coal power. I just like I find myself skipping it. Like I just completely roll through the early stages, and then like I'll find myself like completing objectives and objectives, and I'm still sitting there with biomass power. And it's like, okay, well, what's really the point in building coal generators at this? Let's go do this over the next hour, and boom, we're good. All right, let's Yeah, I don't mind pipes. Pipes are fun. They can be really buggy at times. This game has a very insane dynamics when it comes to floods, especially like crude and water. Got to be real careful just on how much you do with it. The sloshing in this game is like no other. You don't really get a chance to truly see it too much in the early game with just doing the water for the coal generators. You can pretty quickly, but oh, for sure, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I think I've done that several different ways, really. I've done it from underneath. I've kind of just put a little water, ran the pipes from their own dedicated little section. You know, early game stuff. Now, of course, late game stuff, it's a whole different ball game. You'll have an entire part of your ocean area sitting out there with 200 water generators.
Milestone
In many
reached.
different
Supply
locations.
the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies
so
include exploration tools, weapons, and
grab
factory buildings.
this
These
real
are
quick.
essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and
What do we
exploit.
have here?
To
20.
advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any
yeah.
perceived
I
danger, as
love
stated in the Pioneer
Fuel.
contract.
Oil. I love everything about fuel and oil in this game. It is by far one of my favorite phases of the game. Going this the transition from base fuel to, if you do it this way, not everybody does it, but just going from like base fuel to turbo fuel to rocket fuel. That transition through just the oil phase of things. Oh man, it's so amazing. Absolutely love it. Breaking my own cardinal rule right now, chat. I do not like making screws, but I'm tired of handcrafting screws, so we're just gonna do it. We're gonna bite the bullet. Yo, how is that even possible? Guess it is. All good. Alright, that happened. Let's make it some screws. So, let's go ahead and go over here and grab some concrete real quick. Go ahead and go throw the 200 concrete in here. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw it in there while we're at it. Alright. Mach 2 belts.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency.
Gotta love Mach 2
Recreational
belts.
use of belts and lifts does not count towards work
Fortunately, we
hours
can't
and will
really
put you on the
use them
list.
quite yet.
Stay efficient. Don't disappoint Fixit.
But we are cooking. We are cooking. We're flying through this. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this. Have to let some of that stuff build up real quick. So we're, let's see, brain dead. Okay. Let's go ahead and start to get us some. Yeah, probably won't be long. So I got a couple early game objectives before I really start to take off and build. Um, so one thing I do want to do is I will go scavenge enough and find the items needed to get daisy chaining unlocked. It won't be too hard. I'll get little small caterium setup done and quartz. Uh, just to have those things while building, so I'm not fighting it. That's where it took them way too long to put daisy chaining in this game. I used the mod for it actually before it was announced and when 1.2 went into experimental. But yeah. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, there you go. Why not? You playing just base game? Are you playing on experimental or are you just playing regular version until 1.2 releases on June 2nd? Okay, okay. Have you tried playing on experimental at all yet to try out the new stuff or just waiting? When a game kicks off, get our first real power set up. This solid biofuel cooking up like, you know. Let's see here, I think you can run 16 biomasses to one 120 belt. Actually, I don't think you need 120 belts. Pretty sure it's just 60 belts to like 16 biomass. Jeez. Okay, okay. Yeah, 1.2 comes out in like 6 days, so you'll be able to play 1.2 sooner than later. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I would say I wouldn't jump too much into the the custom options quite yet. Get a little bit more familiar with a lot of things, but I mean, experiment, bro. Whatever makes you have fun, do it. Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty, like I said, that's pretty much what I use. Things that I consider quality of life mods. Larger inventory, infinite zoop, and infinite deconstruct. Those are, in my opinion, quality of life mods to me. Go ahead and get us a chainsaw cooked up here real quick. Chopping trees down. Or so, chopping stuff, clearing stuff out of our way, is what I should say. Look at that. Shit. Make a chainsaw. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I use Sky UI, but I use it to actually make it daytime.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial
Gives you the ability to
network
make
is worth
some
further
cool
investigation.
camera angles
Research
and
it in the lab
shots,
to
depending on like what
establish
type of
classification and potential
build you've
application.
done, if you used a lot of light, stuff like that. Fucking bite me. Gonna suffer through for a little bit till we get power, and then we're gonna start to expand all of that. Excuse me. Alright, let's this is 100% not wide enough. Fucking delusional. Pete's sakes. Stop running out of pots. Alright. Up there. Let's get this initial power situation under control, shall we? Just do one for each. Doesn't really matter, honestly. Let's see. 60 to make 60. Jeez. Yeah, so definitely not gonna be efficient. But it's fucking biomass build. Who cares about efficiency? As long as it gives me the initial power that we need, we are Gucci. I'm gonna sweat it one bit. Up and over. We'll slap you here. Backwards. I know I'm not gonna have quite enough to build all of these yet, but let's go. Okay. That'll work. We're gonna go ahead and shut down all the other stuff momentarily. Pick up all those biomass burners. Shut down. Shut it all down. GG's, we beat the game. We have completed our mission of world domination. We'll break up a gap in between them. Do 4, then a gap with a splitter. Going both ways. Yeah, it's actually fairly simple to get, really. Oop. The hell? Definitely makes the life of, you know, building a little bit easier. In my opinion, not having to place 3,000 power poles. There's some cases I still will use power poles though. Just for simple aesthetics, really. Alright. So now, we're going to go ahead and fill this up. That. Fill that up with that. Thank you. We do. Go ahead and put that there. Right there. I think do a splitter here. So a little bit of a space in between those. Probably do a container here as well, I believe. No, maybe not. Shit. Think we might have Scrooged ourselves. Oh, lucky me. Just enough to place the belt. That's not clipping. And let's see here. Just throw that in there for now. That. At least get that cooking real quick. Alright, wait. Let's go empty your inventory. That's way we can just pick up a whole load. Oh, wasn't gonna do that, but we are now. Need that back. Pick all this back up in a minute. Give me that back, actually. That in there. Yeah, be no space. Had to work. Sound of a satisfactory chainsaw.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Well, I hope it doesn't eat me. I hope. But if it does, it does. Oh well. We will respawn and our day timer will start over. I always forget those things don't give you anything. Don't give you mycelia, don't give you anything. Timber! Forest goes down. Gather up a little bit of mycelia while we're at it, cause we would definitely be needing our gas mask before we go real slug and hard drive gathering. Gonna actually go ahead and get some explosives cooking before long too, cause what's in this? Huh? And get our ladders. Gotta have our ladders to explore. So what's your favorite area to start in there, Noel? Me personally, probably my outright favorite area to start in is truly probably the Dune Desert. For cosmetic reasons. I love how the Dune Desert looks. But the Rocky Desert's probably my second favorite starter. Can't stand the grasslands. For some reason, just never liked it. And I actually can't say I've ever started in the Northern Forest. Like a Timberland boot, bitch. Let's stop messing around with these baby trees. About to go over here. Let's cut all this down first. We need to clear this area anyway. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Can't get greedy. Oh, Martial Spear. Gimme, 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 gimme. Jeez. It's alright. Love the dimensional depots and all that madness. Yeah, excuse me, holy. A yawn come out of nowhere. Alright, let's throw this in here. This will at least keep us running for a bit. That in there. And we will be good for a while on power. Well, do guess it would help if I actually ran the power, you know, and turned everything back on. Let's go grab our stuff. My cable. That. All this back. Yep, that's all we need for now. Do all that in there. Right. Let's go run our power over here. Are you kidding me? Go ahead and give me 2 stacks. And 2 stacks of that. And plug this back up. Boom! GG's, GG's. The thing is back running and producing. Let's see here. Go ahead and give them that. Maybe we have enough screws. Maybe. Nope, not quite. Yeah, everything's turned back on, so let that produce. What we should have did. Should have unlocked this one first, actually. That way we could get our ladders. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Get this done. That way we can make our reinforced iron plates and then start to step things up a bit. Get our smart plates for space elevator ready to go. we're going to go ahead and go grab some quartz and hopefully find some deuterium. I know there's none over here, but there's quartz over here, so we're gonna go grab it first. That way we can get our faster speed and go ahead and get that automated. Be able to run and jump a little further. Beans, you make a lot of noise. There's our quartz. There be our quartz over yonder way.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Go ahead and just grab a whole stack of the old quartz. Hoping yeah. Field research and deuterium. Yep, you gotta do it in the MAM. Like I said, it's not too hard to get though. You gotta do is really just go explore drop pods. You'll be fine. Hit the right drop pods, get the items. Don't even have to worry about crafting anything for them. Or having the automation set up for any of it. Alright. Let's see if we can find some deuterium. Hopefully it's not too far away. It is my hope. See, more quartz. Damn, okay. Jeez. Well, I would just like to say this area is going to be quite easy. I'm going to have to travel far for dedicated resources, that's for sure. I like to do all iron setups for several different things. That will make it very nice. With all the iron that we've came across so far. Too damn more iron. Okay. Oh, deuterium. Sweet. Yeah, it's random nodes.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential
random nodes,
application.
and currently it's set on 10x, but we probably will use Satisfactory tools to up it to 100x once we get past the initial phase 1, 2 stuff here. I'm all about the excitement and what's the word I'm looking for here? The grindiness of things, but I think 100x just makes phase 1, phase 2 way too grindy. Find yourself just sitting around doing nothing. Oh, I got creatures having a fucking stroke or something over there. Ah, bite me. Good old power slugs. Thank you. Come again. Go ahead and grab this power slug while we at it. Gonna get these parts assembly done and then get field research done. Wait, just gonna miss that one, fucking moron. Free loot, free loot.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may
No.
result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Okay, okay. It's good to know, Ada. It's good to know. Alright, let's finish this one. And that, and that, and that, and bloop.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating,
Resource
which is
parts will
crucial
be
for
next.
initiating project assembly. Project parts must be
Alright.
delivered to the space elevator. By completing
Start
your
the
contracted
MAM
duties as
grind.
part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project
That's
parts.
where we're trying to
Do
get
not
to.
worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources. The metal has been named Caterium after Fix-It's greatest CEO,
gonna do that.
Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specific very efficient. Also,
And
rude.
quartz crystals and silica.
Not listening to instructions means you waive Fix-It's responsibility for any accidents or misuse of these technologies. Rushed research and development is exactly why the Save the Day program
Ask
exists.
me if I carried it. 'Cause I don't. Alright. So, get our blade runners here soon. Let's have to get some modular frames. But we're going to get some temporary reinforced iron plate set up. We can get those cooking. And likely go ahead and cook the hard drive already. Some modular frames as well. And because we have some screws making, we're just going to use them momentarily. But when we get the recipe and we actually get our setup going, we will definitely be not using screws. See here. That'll work. We'll bump these to 120 belts in a minute and expand as much as possible. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead. No, it's not. Let's go ahead. Do this. That. Core. So that one's got 4. Let's delete that off of that. That. This way. That up. That there. Get some more plates cooking. And throw down a catch bin. We actually getting to a point we're probably going to have to redo this a little. I think we are at that point. do believe so. Let's find a decent little starting spot for this here platform. Don't want it too low. That may be okay there. Put up one, leave. Yeah, that should be fun. A little further out than what I want to be. I think it'd be fun. So then later on, we could just like have a railway come in through this way or something. Shoot through the middle. I don't know. Figure it out. Oh, it takes 15? Should make way more than enough fucking making. Yeah, I only got 40. I guess once that fills up, start actually collecting a few more. Actually, change this. Put that back. Always collecting. Need one more. Damn it. Give me that. Give me my plates. Those go in here. That way we always have plates to this initial spot. Got more than enough going there, so. Which will be fine. Will work out a-okay. Think, wow. Let's go through this stuff over here. Give me this. Had to get a little Caterium setup going. And quartz. Yep. All of the above. All the different things we have to do. With as minimal bit of handcrafting as we can do. These. Damn. So we can jump up and down pretty easily. Hmm. This. Necessarily need quite that much room, actually. So, we actually are not high enough. I want to be higher. Just don't want to be that much higher. Should think that right there should make a good base. Should get us over top everything. Alright, so let's pick this back up real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Pick it back up. Come back, come back. I'm gonna do... That'll work. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't really plan to build just an outright starter factory. I think we're just gonna start from building kind of our first, I guess you could say, phase 1-2 factory. This is what you can call it. Which will pretty much produce iron, copper, and steel. There will be no Caterium produced here. And it will only produce the parts for smart plates, versatile framework, and automated wire. Pretty much will be the sole production, and then we'll use it for like overflow. Have a little small, I guess you can say, central storage kind of set up for it. Won't be our main factory, but it will always stay here and produce those parts. And then later on, we will train those parts to our main factory, being the versatile framework, smart plates, and automated wiring. And everything past phase 1 and 2 will get made in our main factory. Other than, of course, your big production products, nuclear pasta, things like that. Probably not, honestly, probably not even those space elevator parts will get made in the main factory. They'll probably have a dedicated factory of their own as well. The productions for them and the buildings for them are just so insanely large. But we'll see. I do know we are doing this way, so that is certain. basically this little section here, this will, I'm just preparing for later. Because that'd be where I have like a train line ran through the middle of the base. Alright, we're going exploring. Just because we're just sitting around here being stuck kind of waiting for stuff at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and let some stuff build up. Be the easiest way of doing this. So we could probably use some of them parts while we're out exploring, but I really momentarily don't care.
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Generally wouldn't take that, but we will take that for now. Alright. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Give me this, this, that. And that. We are going to go ahead and open up this real quick. See if we can convert enough stuff to get ladders, get into stuff a little bit easier. So we just need the plates. Get the plates, BGGs. $60 more plates. Hopefully, when we get back, we will have a pretty good little stock of belt. Reinforced iron plates to make Mark II belts. We'll get modular frames cooking as well once we get something set up. Probably extend this a little bit more before we tear it down, just to get all the base cooking. Yeah, we might even actually complete phase 1 with this shit on the ground, not gonna lie. I think that might be the plan. Then the real fun will begin at the end of the day. So what we might do, might set up another temporary platform back here. I guess you can call a little starter base or whatever you want to call it, just to build out some efficient lines and get this off the ground so it can be a little bit more organized and a little bit more expandable. Because we're going to need to add a few more smelters. Come on, plates. Jesus Christ. You're making too slow. 7 more. Thank you.
Milestone reached.
Ah.
You have been given access to the anti-waste
Oh.
effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also
Oh, and
known
of
as
course we need
Awesome.
more plates.
Your
Jesus
awesome input
Christ.
allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal,
Surely we
closed
still have enough
economy with exclusive
screws, some
rewards
extra
and
screws
currency.
over here.
Directing parts
Surely
of varying
we have some
quantity
extra
and
screws, right?
complexity into the awesome resource
many?
sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
And make some screws. Rods. Give me my rods. Stuff to build this here nonsense shenanigans. Okay. Didn't want to pick it up, I guess. And then we need to be able to build this. So let's grab some concrete and just got enough of this. Holy hell. Just had enough. Bin right here real quick. Little bit of power. That set. Oh, gotta go more. Run that. Oh. Wait. Wait. We have overdone our capacity for power. No. What the hell is happening? Hold up. What did I... Let's say, we should have more than 1200 power, or 120 power. We set up 8. So what did that... Aw, cause you didn't run the shit over, you dipshit. Well, that'll do it. That will do it, my friends. That will do it. Alright. Well, that'll take care of that power issue. Since we spaced out. Jump. Since we spaced out on that one. Man, we just can't keep enough rods at the moment. Or not rods, but plates. That looks stupid. Like I said, we will fix this. We might not do it actually on stream tonight. We might do it after stream. but we will fix that. Why is there a dismantle crate? Somewhere around there, apparently. The hell did I just... Okay, you're correct. I'll go get that later. I don't know what I dismantled over there, but whatever. Alright, let's find something. Don't really care what. We're gonna need to destroy something over here that we picked up. Don't necessarily need those, plus you can get like an absolute insanity amount more. Should give us enough tickets to get to our ladder. Or job number 2. We'll leave those setting. Ah, yeah, we good. Man, if you ever want fast tickets in this game, quick little tip of advice, just spend a little bit of time at the start. Go explore. Go explore some of the harder areas, like, you know, Titan Forest or the swamp or any of those areas. And pick up like just one or two little stacks of turbo motors and you're pretty much set. Coupons are easy for just the unlocking phase of needing those coupons. Super easy. Let's go explore for like 30 minutes and you'll have pretty much everything unlocked. Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and just take these. Grab the rest later, but what we want is we want that. That way we can get to some of those pain in the ass slugs and areas to get to. Make you some ladders and call it a day. Yeah. Go ahead and grab concrete while we're at it. Along with that. I should... Yeah, grab that too. Go ahead and just grab a couple of the bare basics. Sort that. Turn it back in there for now. Keep us a stack of concrete on us. That. And I'm going to go ahead and take this for the power. Let me pick up. Yeah. Grab a few more of these plates and we go explore. Do something while we're waiting for parts. Like that right there. Throw that in one spot for now. may be too close. Who knows? Oh no! Wow. Oh, that almost ended badly. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm cooked! Oh my goodness. I was almost cooked. Oh, lovely. Yep. Yep. Gotta go down. I guess that's one way of going down. What the hell is happening right now? Jeez. It's almost cooked. So we're just gonna be a little safe, right? Can't ever hurt to go up a little higher than you want to go up. Well, quite need to go up that high. Purple slugs. That's 10 power shards right there. Just what I wanted for Satisfactory Christmas. Alright, well, for the fun part, getting down without dying. Oh, I'm dead. Ooh! How am I not dead? Alrighty. Jeez. Alright. Let's go ahead. Grab our first Sumer Sloop. What do we think? Can we make this jump? What? Yeah, we can. Holy. Summer Sloop.
The Summer
summer
Sloop was named
sloops.
after Marie Somerville,
There's not
co-founder
enough of
Fixit
them in
and
the
head
game.
of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically
one of these
resembling a
saves, I'm just gonna
Mobius strip
spawn
has
in
found its way
like
to both human and extraterrestrial culture.
I don't know.
Thankfully, you
I'm
don't
just gonna
need to know
spawn
any
in
of
all
these
the
theories to be a
slugs
pioneer.
and like double up the
Research it in the
sloops.
MAM to establish locally
Instead of
appropriate
having,
classification and
I
application.
think it's
Fun fact, the
106
planet you are
sloops.
on was found
Yeah,
and named during a
106.
planet spotting
Spotted
event
double,
Marie
so
hosted
have,
named Marie's
you know,
Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde
212.
Exoplanets.
And the absolute madness you can do with 212 soups would be insane. Alright, so let's go get this slug. There's another drop pod up there, and one somewhere right in there, and I think on top of that. I know there's one up here though. I do think we'll probably be wrapping the stream up here pretty soon. This part of a Satisfactory playthrough just, I don't know. It's a lot for an audience to take in. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Now we go this way. What the hell? These are always the real fun ones to ladder up to. That's kind of a problem. Alright, let's do it this way. Go over here. I might actually run out of rods before I make it to the top of this thing. It's crazy. What'd I say? Holy hell. Yep. That shit happens. It happens, chat. It happens. Well, chat, I think what we may do is instead of me boring you with slug farming and the rest of the little small stuff we do here, is we may go ahead and wrap this stream up for tonight and come back tomorrow, and I will play off stream to get us to the point of just being able to truly build and get past all this early shenanigans, because it's so much little things. So what I'll probably do off stream is I'll probably advance a little bit, get everything reset up, and somewhat a little bit more efficient. That way, when we come back tomorrow, we can just focus on the build that we want to do here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. My kids are fixing to be home as well, so I know they're both sick, and I knew this was going to be an earlier night, but the rest of the week will be jam-packed, especially Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to have a lot of fun playing Subnautica again. Yeah. Also, join the Discord. Make sure you hit that follow button. I definitely appreciate everybody being here. And I think this is what we're going to call it. We'll get back to a better place tomorrow, I believe. That way we ain't watching all the boring stuff that we've been doing. But I definitely appreciate everybody for stopping in tonight. It is much appreciated. But until next time, see you guys tomorrow.